Hello, good members, and welcome back to RGT to 1K, where we play the exact same machine deck for every single video, and we never get tired of it. If you are just jumping in on this episode, we are on quite an insane winning streak. I think it is 13 matches right now, but we are making our way up the ladder, and so I'm not really worried about changing things around in the deck. Clearly it's working. It feels really good. So don't really want to take any chances. Since this is a ladder series, we are trying to get to 1K. We did our memeing at the beginning, and now, we're trying to climb, trying to get up there. But yeah, same deck as the previous however many videos. So I'm not going to waste any more time on the deck profile here. Let's go ahead and get into some matches. All right, here we are with our first match. We are at 678 on the ladder. I feel like we were higher than that. No, I guess 678 is where we are, because I haven't played on the account. I was like, did I play a match and lose by accident? Not realizing it was on this account. But yeah, I guess 678 is where we left off. And we got a pretty good hand here. We already have the Stein in hand, which is never really a bad thing. At first I was like, oh man, I drew the Stein, but this isn't a last will deck that I'm used to. So pretty happy to just have the Stein. Having second Stein is a little worse for, obvious reasons. I'd like my opponent to gain 1,000 life points, please. There we go. Every time I type it, the opponent gains the life points as I'm typing. All right, let's go ahead and Graceful Charity here. Meta's pretty good. Prima's pretty good. Megamorph is really good. Okay. And then maybe we see 3 more cards next turn for Reckless Greed. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send the Blowback to the graveyard. I'm just going to go ahead and send this other Cyberstein to the graveyard. And I will set the Scapegoat, and I will set the Reckless Greed. If the opponent heavies, I suppose I'll flip the Reckless Greed and hope, that we're able to get there. But seeing 3 more cards, pretty decent chance we could see, Heavy Storm, Giant Trunade, something like that. And, just like in the last video, we drew our Stein and our Megamorph, so maybe we just get there. Maybe the opponent's hand is all just complete bricks and they pass. Ugh, or it could be warriors. Okay. Not a good matchup. Could this be where the winning streak comes to an end? Very well could be. I know, the streaks don't last forever. That's very true. Oh, Tsukuyomi. Okay. So, this could be a Goat Control style deck. Could be a Donzalug deck. Could just be Chaos Warriors as well. But I'll make some goats here. We do have Metamorphosis, which, obviously is really good against the warrior decks. So maybe we can bait out a trap or something, summon our Cyberstein. Get in there. Ooh, second meta? That's really good. I guess Stein plus no, we can't really make enough monsters. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to meta first. See if this baits out anything. And say if the opponent's Solemn Judgment's here, cool. I will summon Thousand Eyes Restrict, and hopefully this gets eaten by a Ring of Destruction, something before battle. Yes, I will activate Priority. Target Donzalug. Oh, Torrential? That's perfectly fine with me. Yeah, anything before battle was good for me there. But let's go ahead and summon out our Cyberstein then. And we're gonna pick up this first game. We get the old Master of Oz. And now I have to Premature Burial because I need a little bit more damage. Right? No, 84 plus 700, whatever. I did the math wrong in my head. And Megamorph. Ding, ding, ding. Attack with the old Master of Oz. For some reason, I thought we were coming up I put the Master of Oz at 8,200 rather than 8,400. So just a little brain math error. But looks like it could be a Chaos Warrior deck. I know Messenger of Peace doesn't stop Donzalug, but we're playing against Warriors finally. Let's bring it in. Let's bring in all of these. I'm not sure if I really need the Royal Decrees, but we'll see. We'll cut all of these. Kind of Megamorph. We cut a couple of Giant Trunades. Stein. I think that's how I've been doing this. That seems fine to me. See if this works out for us. On to the old game 2 here. Okay. Yeah. Pretty good hand here. We've got the Torrential for a little bit of defense if we need it. We already have the Heavy Storm. Oh, Abyss Soldier. Okay. Well, this deck's a little bit different than what I thought. But that's okay. Pot of Greed's pretty nice. I think I'm just going to go ahead and slam that down. If the opponent has a Solemn Judgment and they want to use that, cool, be my guest. Blowback and Monster Gate. Okay. The Monster Gate's pretty good. The Blowback, not quite as much. I could Heavy Storm Reasoning. Yeah, I don't hate that. Like, we don't really know what the opponent's going to call, but we also have this Facilier to go into Monster Gate. Sure. We'll just, and like, we already use the Pot of Greed as well, so we're playing a little bit of a value game here. And the opponent's giving it a think. What are we thinking about flipping here? Oh, Book of Moon. That's fine. So this is Book of Moon, Ring of Destruction. Sure. So we'll go with the reasoning. You know, we'll see how far it gets us. Maybe they call 2 after getting wrecked by the Cyberstein. 6. Okay, we do still have a 6 in the deck, and that could be an indication that they have more traps in hand. There's also an argument to, like, just not go for it, but, well, they called it right. Okay. That's unfortunate. I could just set Torrential. But I don't want a Torrential on just the Abyss Soldier. I guess I could ask if they're activating priority. I could also just attack over it and not use the Monster Gate. I think I'm going to Monster Gate here. We've got Facilier and Cyberstein as our only options. Ugh. That's not great. Maybe I do just set the Torrential then. Try to pull out a little bit more. Sure. I'll pass the turn. Let's see what they've got here. This is a little bit risky, of course. Oh, well, we're just going to summon Dawn. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and Torrential then. Get those out of here. Don't even have to worry about the Abyss Soldier stuff. We draw a Giant Trunade. Man, them calling the reasoning correct was really bad for me, wasn't it? I don't think I want a Trunade. I'll just go for a Monster Gate now. I kind of wish this had been a Metamorphosis. But let's see what we get into here. I guess I could still go into King Dragoon if I wanted to. Ring is gone, so we don't have to worry about that, so that's pretty nice. Alright, we do hit the Stein. I kind of hope it lives, honestly. I'm not going to Trunade here. Dragoon loses to Mirror Force here. But it eats everything else, pretty much, other than Torrential. But, like, I'm going to lose to a Torrential here anyway. So I'm just gonna go into Dragoon and attack. Maybe next turn, like, we could tribute this off for a Blowback Dragon. Potentially, if it lives, we could also tribute, you know, for a Dark Magician of Chaos and see what we can get into. Did I mill Prima? No. I do have a Snatch Steal. Oh, I did mill the Prima. Okay, I was up the top. I scrolled down before looking. If you're looking for things that might be at the top, I would not advise to take that route. Sangantha comes down. Okay. Yeah, that could be a little problematic, right? We draw the Facilier. Okay, so we don't have any more Reasoning or Monster Gate targets, but I will summon out Facilier because, like, the opponent very well could go grab DD Warrior Lady here. And then, like, this pushes more damage through, as well as allowing me to tribute for Blowback Dragon on the next turn. Oh, we're thinking here. We want to Saku the Facilier? A Book of Moon it. Okay. That is not going to work out how the opponent wants it to. Because that resets it. And now Fusilier is bigger? Okay. I do like that. We'll see. I imagine they're getting DD Warrior Lady here. Put them at 3,300. We're not quite there. We cut the Megamorph. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Interesting. And now, like, yeah, there's the DD Warrior Lady. I don't think I want to set Trunade. Looking at this, like, we have the Donzalug, we have Sangan. We already knew about the Tsukuyomi. I don't know how good Messenger of Peace actually is here. Yeah, of course there's Serpent in the deck. I mean, we knew that already, right? Because of the Abyss Soldier. I'm just going to go ahead and double check. I'm like 90% sure Fusilier is reset now. But while the opponent is thinking... Flip face down and then flip face up. Yeah. Oh, duo. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep my Trunade. Actually, the opponent going to 32 helps us out a lot. What are we... Okay. Oh, they're just going to set it? Okay. Upstart Goblin. I don't really want to activate that. I don't think. I was really hoping they would attack with the DD Warrior Lady. But no such luck. Could definitely be a Mirror Force. I think I'm going to Trunade. And we'll see... We'll see how we do this from here. We'll flip up Fusilier. I guess keeping the King Dragoon around. Yeah, we'll attack with the Fusilier. Does a little less damage to the opponent, but then we're protected from Snatch Steal. Oh, he is not. Here we go. Glad I have this ruling pulled up. There you go, opponent. Already got it pulled up for you because I needed to pull it up for myself. But Fusilier is quite large. And the opponent not knowing that ruling may be why they set the DD Warrior Lady. Because they thought I would have to attack with the King Dragoon. And it could save a little bit of life there, but actually setting it helped them out. I'm just going to set the Upstart Goblin. This keeps the opponent off of, like, Premature Burial or something. Heavy Storm, that's fine. They did not pick up their Sinister Serpent, so I'm pretty happy about that. They did pick up Pot of Greed, though. Okay. All right, back row, back row. All right, no Mirror Force, please. Meta. Does meta help at all? I don't think so, right? I can go get another King Dragoon and then lose a Torrential. I'm going to attack. If they have Mirror Force, they have Mirror Force. It's like they're only out at this point. Oh, they have Scapegoat. Okay, well, I was not expecting Scapegoat, but I guess I'll pass the turn. This is... Yeah, I guess this is Goat Control with like a light Warrior Splash. Okay. This is interesting. They can't do anything... Oh. I'm going to say they can't do anything with Thousand Eyes Restrict, but they can get Sacred Phoenix and crash it. Okay, well, now I'm in a bad spot. That's for sure. At least they don't get their Phoenix back, so... It did take some amount of resources for them to do this. Scapegoat's pretty good for me. Do I want to set it here? I think I just go ahead and activate it. Just in case that's an MST. That's a totally real possibility. Now they just summon out a Sura Priest and own me. Or Tribe. No, they just set a monster. Okay, that's fine. Messenger of Peace. Well, yeah, I guess going into Last Warrior there probably may have won me the game. We don't know what this back row is, of course. If I meta, I'm gonna deck. I don't think I can win this game, honestly. So I guess, like, the way that I win... Huh. I'll pass the turn. I don't think the way that I win is going, Thousand Eyes Restrict here, because then the opponent just sits on it until I deck for sure. I have to hope that they, like, summon something face up, but I think the opponent sees the win condition here. Yeah, Monster Gate's not doing anything. Right? Just double check here. Double Facilier, yeah. Okay. Alright, I'll just pass the turn. We'll see if see if the opponent makes some sort of a mistake here, but it looks like they're not going to. I will draw my card. I will pass the turn. Yeah, and they're just gonna pass. Okay, so we're gonna lose that game via deck out, actually, which is pretty neat. Let's bring in our token Thanksgivings, I think, because we saw the Scapegoat, and yeah, we'll just cut these messenger pieces. Had a little bit of an incorrect read on the deck, but we will fix that. And do I want the Royal Decrees? Maybe not, because like the opponent's playing like Book of Moons and stuff. Maybe they're not going as hard into the traps like I thought they may be. I think all these other cards still look pretty good, though. Yep. Let's run it and see if we can pick up this game 3, or if this is where the streak comes to an end. Yeah, pretty good hand for keeping the streak alive. That is for sure. I'm just going to set Mirror Force and pass the turn. If the opponent goes like heavy Donzalug, whatever. I guess. Like, we still have Cyberstein. We still have Reasoning, so like they can't take us off of those completely. Rhoda's fine. Yep, grab Donzalug. Cool. I've got Mirror Force. Here you go. And not a high chance that we win on this turn. What would do it? Nothing, really. His Facilier can't even do it. I guess I can just Reasoning here. I'm not going to Giant Trunade just yet. But we'll see what this hits. We do have another Stein in the deck. I call 6, okay. Alright, we hit our 7, which is pretty nice. We'll bring that on out. And... oh, they're thinking. Okay. I could meta for King Dragoon. Torrential. Okay, that's fine. Do I want a Stein here is the question. I don't think so. I could go into King Dragoon, I guess, but... to play around Snatch, I could go into Last Warrior. I don't think that's great. I could go into Master of Oz and just, like, say screw it. Maybe we get there. But then if they have Snatch Steal, I do just lose. Yeah. I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't think we're in, like, super danger of going below Stein range here. Getting Torrential out, though, is pretty good. I know I could have Trunaded that turn, but I don't really think that was worth it. Sangan coming down is totally fine. And hit the other Stein. Okay, that's not good. Now what do I do? I could go into Dark Balter. I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Maybe I was supposed to just go into Master of Oz last turn and say screw it. Because now... oh yeah, now we're definitely in range of, like, getting out of Stein range. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's what I was supposed to do. But I think... I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to go into King Dragoon here. Then they just go into DD Warrior Lady. Which, like, they can do anyway. But... yeah. We might lose the streak here. I could go Thousand Eyes Restrict. Oh, I hate that. Sucking up Sangan's not the best, though. But then, like, I could tribute both of them off for Demock. Huh. which gets me premature burial. Okay. Let's go Thousand Eyes Restrict. Maybe I shouldn't have used the True Nade there. I don't know. I didn't quite think all that through. I just did not think that, oh, my bad. That I only paid 500. I've been working a lot today. Brain is just not completely here, but that's okay. We'll attack with a Thousand Eyes Restrict, and we'll see. We'll see where this gets us. Attributing for Demok here, though, that's real. Rhoda's fine. Are we grabbing, like, Exiled Force? That would be very bad, obviously. We lose our Thousand Eyes Restrict, and we're just left with a Cyberstein. Yeah. Okay, and they get the Sandgan Search. Yep, all good. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe the turn before I was supposed to just go for the Master of Oz play. I don't think it would have worked out. But yeah, I don't know if the opponent drew the Rhoda that turn or if they were holding it. So I don't know, but I'm starting to think that maybe that would have been the correct play. So maybe there were some things I could have done a little bit differently in this game. I could see that for sure, but we're not out of it. Yeah, there's the limiter removal. That's unfortunate. Man. I'm just going to summon out the Stein and attack. I'm just getting in there. Like, I would have been able to tribute for Demok, get premature burial, summon Facilier back, and then kill with limiter removal, and like I could have turned this into a Gatling Dragon as well. Alright, I'm not going to set the limiter, I don't think. I'm just going to pass the turn. And like, at this point, I hope they don't, like, even 1400 plus 1400 doesn't do it, they're 5600. Yeah. Oh, we have a Chaos Monster. Okay, whatever. Well, the streak is coming to an end. These things are true. Do we have the BLS? We do. All right. Opponent was already typing. So yeah, streak's going to come to an end, but yeah, let's grab another one. We're down to 665. Okay, so we didn't lose that much, honestly. So, okay, well, we're still not losing a whole lot, but yeah, let's grab a second one. All right, second match here. Hopefully, I don't like... Yeah, there were definitely things I could have done differently in that third game of the first match. I'm not sure any of it would have worked out, honestly. Which is kind of sad. Like, that hand was pretty good. And then it was just, you know, unfortunate that our opponent called the reason incorrectly in one game. Oh, this bothers my brain. Okay, Jinzo's going back, which is fine. I really need a starter to make this Monster Gate work, but at least we do have a ring to get rid of this Kaiku here. The opponent does see the limiter in the Megamorph, so they are definitely tipped off that they probably need to call 2 if we draw our reasoning. It's a little unfortunate, and they have a Dust Tornado here. Okay. Well, control into Warriors... Those are the bad matchups, I guess, right? So maybe we're just getting got today for getting off to a hot start. Okay. Reasoning's pretty good here, and the opponent did put the Jinzo back in the deck, so it's like, now do they call 2 or do they call 6? And I'm gonna slam down this reasoning. They are gonna call the 6. Okay, that makes sense. I kind of hope I get into a Stein here. Yeah, there we go. Thinking on the Stein, I kind of want to go into Ryu Senshi, because then I can Monster Gate into something else, and hopefully it's not Stein. Ryu Senshi becomes 4,000 with the Megamorph. Something else can become even bigger, plus limiter removal. Okay, I probably win the game here. Unless they have Ring. If they have Ring, you know, I just get wrecked, but... Alright, let's go Senshi. And then I will Monster Gate away the Cyberstein. And hope to not hit another Stein. Alright, Facilier should do it here. Facilier is large and in charge. Let's go ahead and Megamorph that up. And let's just attack into the Kaiku. Mirror Force. No thanks. Damage step. We will throw down the limiter removal. And yeah, that's going to be enough to take that game. Give the opponent the GG's here. Playing against Warriors, and I think it's actually, well, we saw Kaiku. We saw Kaiku, Dust Tornado, Trap Dust Shoot, Mirror Force. Like, if I'm going to guess a deck in the meta, it's going to be Warriors. So let's side like it's Warriors again and, you know, hopefully not get punished for that. I think this is fine. Like, I kind of, like, maybe don't want to... Well, Raigeki Break's still good, because, like, they could be bringing in King Tiger, stuff like that, and just having the little spot removal could be good. All right, I like this hand. Would love to see a Trunade. Heavy Storm, obviously. Would even take Royal Decree. It's a little slow, but who am I to complain about a nice little Royal Decree action? Upstart Goblin. Okay, I like that. All right, no Trap Dust Shoot this time. I also like. Throw down this Upstart Goblin. Well, I found the Trunade that I was asking for, so that's pretty good. Throw down this Graceful Charity as well. Cut the Megamorph. Maybe I should just never cut Megamorph. Oh, and Royal Decree. Okay. Oh, man, what do I do here? I guess I get rid of Metamorphosis. Yeah. Now, I don't have a way to, like, actually win the game. So maybe I wait, because I do have this Snatch Steal. Oh, I don't want to get rid of Raigeki Break and then King Tiger come down, but I guess I could Monster Gate it off. Like, I have the Snatch Steal, right? All right, let's just get rid of the Raigeki Break and hope that the opponent doesn't put us out of Stein range here. Set the Royal Decree. If they have a Dust Tornado, they have a Dust Tornado. It's fine. But it appears they don't. Yep, here comes a Rhoda. Dawn's Luke's not going to be great for me here, but maybe they don't. Oh, they go for DD Warrior Lady. Okay, they went for the safe play. Just in case I have a Scapegoat here, I suppose. That's fine. Yeah, I'll take 1,500, no big deal. And I will gladly take that with a Snatch Steal. Alright, I set into the back row. I will flip Royal Decree. See if this is any good. If the opponent has a Solemn Judgment back there, they probably have to activate it. Appears they don't. Oh, Limiter. Well, that makes things a lot more trivial. I'm going to Trunade first, just in case there's like a Book of Moon or something back there. And I will summon out Stein. And I'm going to go for Gatling Dragon here. And I'm going to flip first. Yeah. Oh, God, if there are 3 heads, it's not very good for me. All right, we got a Tails. Ooh. All right. Can we get 1 so we can get the face down monster out of here? No. All right, well, that's that's a little sad, but that's okay. I'll Monster Gate off the Cyberstein now. I do get to take the DD Warrior Lady, so we should win here unless that's like a random Night Assailant or something back there. Beat Big Shield Gardna. I'm just like making sure I can beat everything here. So let's take the DD Warrior Lady. And it's Warriors. What could that be? I don't know. I'm just going to attack it with the DD Warrior Lady. And I'm going to throw down a limiter removal. Oh, it's level 2. They left in level 2? Okay. Well, I'm gonna do this. And see if we are clear for takeoff. All right, we are. All right, able to pick up the second match, give the opponent the GGs. Hopefully, no, they left. Sorry, opponent. So we go one and one. We lost the streak. May have played not super optimally against the control deck. I'll have to go back and watch it, and I will. But yeah, that's gonna be the episode for today. We're up to 676, so I mean we gained like 4. I think. No, were we at 672 or 678? I don't remember. We're pretty close to where we started because we went 1 and 1, but you know, maybe we can get another one of these winning streaks started again here in the next video, and I will see you all for that one.